back myself up.
You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Hello boys, Melon, thank you for that. Aidan, thanks for the like. How are you all? Yeah, they're good old planes. Right, so that's final leg for Walker Air Transport for ITHA. It's PC-12 from Brazil. It's a total of about 3,100 nautical miles I think I've been in a day. Let's turn that down a bit. Three two is the active for today. Keep it. How are you, man? Good to have you around.
Apollo 682, cross runway 16, taxi Mike
Okay, let's get
1,
going.
and then link 4 into 84 for stand 207 Tango.
Cross Mike 1, link 4, stand 207.
Apollo 682, apologies, that's after crossing runway 16, hotel 1, and then link 4 to
Hotel 1, link 4 to the stand 4.
PC-12.
Apollo 682, John.
What's up, Finn? How are you, man?
Apollo 682, it looks like you've missed your turn there, so just hold position. I'll get a vehicle activated to get you under there. Okay, Apollo 682, continue to taxi straight ahead now, and then turn first left onto April 4 QA1.
Alright, so let's have a quick look.
27 Romeo Mike taxi, Foxtrot 6 is link 2, Foxtrot 1, Echo 1, hold short,
Little
runway
nav map.
34, and runway 28.
So yeah, that's a 1-4.
Show my 35 link in into the taxi, taxi on 5-2, and hold short of runway 14.
Mike 2 Hotel 1673, again.
Yeah, keeper, this is Itha's Walker Air Transport, and it's the last ferry for his PC-12 that he's had down in Brazil. So it's about 3,100 nautical miles I'm doing for him. There he is. Mr. Moneybags.
Hello, 564 ground on Apple's back approach facing down, QNH 115. Delta peace improved, and 115.
Yep. On or off, mate? On or off?
Hello, 564, pulls back is approved. Well, 3503 taxi holding point Alpha 4. Standby tower on latest on PC clear. Taxi holding point Alpha 4, standby tower on latest on video chain low 3503. Level 564, taxi Mike Echo holding point to the minor. Mike Echo holding point to the minor. 564. With a 5 Lima Mike, stand for right to pass, push and start. With a 5 Lima Mike, the ground in over start of postback facing east approved. Push and start approved facing east approved with a 5 Lima Mike. Level 564 from Alpha 4, expect backtrack grounding to minus. Oh, unit under 10 kilo 50. Level 564, take Oscar to the right, next left. 11 Alpha, hold short liner, expect back
Rest of the phone checks.
Alpha 564, Oscar to the right now, then Alpha to the left, hold short runway to liner, expect back direction.
I'm good, Melanie. I am all good.
Alpha 564, turn right 1 hour, runway
100. Rotate. Gear up. Just go through 2000 now. Okay, we're on the way. Altitude set. Navigation set. So once we're up there, it should be around about, I'd say about 1 minute 40 to get there. It's about 1 hour 40 to go, 1 hour 45 I reckon on this one. But in total, in the last 24 hours, I've done 3,100 miles for and ferrying this back down from Brazil up to America. But yeah, this is the final leg. Nah, he's done me enough favours, so it's the least I can do for him doing this. Not only being seen in that livery, but also streaming it for him as well. So this is the route we've got today. So to Florida, and then up the coast of Florida to Jacksonville Executive. But we started all the way down here. So we're down here. So we've gone from down here all the way over to St. Martin here. That was one flight, that was I think 1800 miles from there to there. Did that one yesterday for him. And then earlier I went from St. Martin to Barbados here. That was about another 4 hours from there to there. And then we've got another 2-hour flight here. Hahaha. Keeper, that is a secret, I'm afraid. If I tell you, I'd have to shoot you. McFatty, how are you, man? The married man. I'll tell you later, Keeper. It's in the settings, mate. You go in the settings and then you go to I'll just show you. So if you go to tools, options, online flying, if you tick VATSIM or IVAO, whichever one you want to use, that will then put all the planes on there for you. And you'll see all the planes that are currently live. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on McFatty. I've not seen him for a while. I've heard of him. I can't remember what what he actually does. I just told you, it was no secret. I've just shown you how to do it, Keeper. What more do you want me to do? Come around to your house and install it for you and do it. You tell him, Finn. You tell him, Finn. Commis de terre. Nice transition. Yeah, something like that, keeper. I think a bit like when you called cannon fodder. Melon, are you still there? Oliver, thank you for the Facebook follow. Yep. Got a Facebook page as well. You at work, Melon? What are you up to? Want to come and chat? I'll be waiting in chat for you if anyone wants to join me. Cool. See you in a minute. Anyone else is more than welcome to join as well. Even you, keeper.
Oi.
Alright. Who's this?
Joyce?
Who's this?
Oh, you know who it is. Shut up.
Who? Ceremonial Lemon, did you say?
Nailed it.
Don't know who that is, I've never heard of him before.
Yeah.
Not been called out?
No, I got a call for tomorrow, but nothing for today.
Good news.
Yeah, I know, right? After the last 2 calls have taken me a total of 2,000 miles. I'm glad to be home today.
So that last call that we had a chat about yesterday, don't tell me they screwed you over again.
No, it was a worthwhile call.
Ah, okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
And it was and it was and it was a and it was a billable call, so the company got paid for it, as opposed to being contract.
That's alright. Yeah, the way you put that in the message was like, oh shit, not again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Keeper, if you need to land it whilst chatting, or can't you do 2 things at once? Come on, Keeper. Come on, Finn, if you're there as well. Come on down. Finn's even playing X-Plane himself. And Keeper's on X-Plane. Huxley's on Rust.
Yep. Yeah, I shot Huxley a message a while back asking him where he's been, but he's been playing other games.
Yeah. Come to chat, Finn. Come to the chat
Which
if
is fine.
you're about.
Yeah, come join us, Finn. We never get a chance to talk to you.
Not heard your voice for a long time.
I've been like, when I've been home in the afternoon, I usually pop into Twitch to see if he's streaming because I never get a chance to catch him.
I've not seen him stream for a while. Fatty, come join us as well.
But now he's a working man.
Yeah, he's working a lot more, isn't he? He's a working boy. Yeah, it's got about 1 hour 20 left, 330 miles of this flight. When the dragon's gone out. Don't let us see you put that, mate. Ba ba ba.
Ba, ba, ba.
So, when are you flying and when are you next streaming?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What did I do?
I said when you're next flying and when you're next streaming.
At this stage, I don't have any plans for it, but I'm sure they want to fly, and I'll fly. I haven't been doing a whole lot of gaming lately. I've been doing a lot of this programming stuff. Kind of game. I popped on the Hidden last night.
Did everyone leave again because you were playing?
Oh, they actually the server crashed before they could all leave, but I went, I think, 27-3. The hatred was real. They were not liking me very much.
Were they calling you a cheater again?
They did not call me a hacker this time around, which is kind of nice. Because oftentimes they do.
Maybe that's probably because you are.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. I hack. Well, no, it's. I'm sorry, but that game, if you don't use headphones in that, And there's so many players. I watch them running around, and you can hear someone walking around them, like they're not even looking. Like, dude, there's someone right. Turn.
You can like hear him creeping up in the microphone. Or sorry, in the headphone.
Especially when it's a brand new hidden, they walk around like they don't know that crouching makes it so that you don't get hurt as you're moving. Like it's simple stuff like that. And if you combine crouching with bunny hopping, essentially you can move around completely unseen really quick. So yeah, I understand why people don't like it. I've been on the receiving side, and quite frankly, when I've hidden who use my tactics, I die. Like I can't take them. So so it's not a certainly a it's not a one-way street on that one. I get my comeuppance when I come up against good players. It's hard. It's one of the more challenging games to get good at.
Which game are you talking about?
Yo.
The hidden. Hey, Keeper.
Good evening.
Welcome, Wolf. Welcome, Keeper. How are you, man? Good to have you aboard.
Grumpy as
You're always grumpy.
well. Well, my nickname at varsity used to be called. I used to be called Grumpy. Did I ever tell you? I went on a business trip with a colleague, and apparently we are the two grumpiest people in the company, but we were disputing as grumpy. So the other phoned the office and said, while we're out on the business trip, do a poll at the office, vote who's the grumpiest. I wasn't very pleased that I won that. Needless to say.
Oh dear. We're just men, we're just generally grumpy all the time, aren't we? It gets worse as we get older.
Ah, fuck off.
Hey, McFaddy. Oh, and it gets worse when they get married as well. Speaking of getting married, hello McFaddy, how are you?
What's that?
Talk about grumpy old men.
Yep. It's game over.
Pretty much.
Game over.
Well,
And
congratulations anyway.
Well, thank you very much.
out of all that, he didn't even get his balloon flight.
We didn't get to do it. It was too windy for the balloon.
Not good news.
Nah, but we had a nice backup plan. There's a park that I met Abby at, that we got proposed to, or I proposed to her at, and so now we had our ceremony too, so works out nice. Other than it being too windy, the weather was beautiful, so we couldn't complain. It's been raining non-stop within like the last 3 days, and then now it's back to rain for like the rest of the month.
So, where I've just took off from, earlier I had a message from McFatty saying, oh, I'm landing there in 15 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it was. And I was like, oh, I'm landing there in 17 minutes. Like, of all the airports in the world, and we're both landing at the same airport.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Considering I'm coming from Brazil, and you're coming from wherever in America. I've never even heard of this airport.
I took off from Nassau.
Ah, okay.
Or not took off there. I landed at Nassau. I can't remember the name of the boat.
Yeah, I think you landed at Nassau, 'cause that's where I was landing.
Hold on a second. I'll look it up real quick. What else in the Bahamas? Stella Maris, Long Island, Long Island in the Bahamas. MILS. Oh, I could do another flight there.
You're doing FS economy or something, yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm trying to. Well, I'm going back and forth. I kind of want to buy the TBM in FS. At the same time, I kind of don't. So I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, renting them's not too bad. The only thing I don't want to buy, I don't buy it only because it's not a huge moneymaker.
Nah, maybe what something similar have you got that's like but can carry sort of? I suppose you got the King Air, haven't you?
Well, I don't have the King Air, and realistically, I mean, if it was for FSE, I should have went with the PC-12 that you're flying because that can fly passengers, doesn't it? Isn't it like 14 on there?
Yeah, I think it's 14, but it's I think I think it's about. What's the cruise speed of the TBM? I know it's a lot, whereas this isn't a lot. This is a slow heavy bird compared to the TBM.
I think is at about 210 knots airspeed.
Yeah, so this is about 190
Actually,
at the
no,
moment.
I think it's fast.
Yeah, it's got to be faster. It's got to be faster than that, surely.
I think it's closer to 260.
Is it 260? Okay.
Well, max. So I think probably increase around.
Nicholas, hello. Jarrett, hello, mate. How are you? How
Let's
is
see
everyone?
what the Google says 290 miles per hour.
She's a quick one.
All I know is it's very easy to break the flag. Not once, not twice, probably 3 times, and I've only flown it 4 times.
It's your favourite thing to do.
Who needs flaps?
Yeah, and then wheel spins.
Yeah, oh yeah, when you're doing the little loops at the end. That was funny. I'm good, Nicholas, thank you, mate.
Yeah,
I'm very good. Was that melon choking up a lemon?
No, that's me.
Oh, is it you?
Other things.
I don't want to know.
It was
Look.
a giant penis.
Here we go, look, Finn's in the chat as usual, chatting to me, lurking in the back. Jarrett pops in, which is he's in our Discord groups, and Finn's another person that knows him. Finn just knows everyone in the aviation world, sim-wise, I think.
Between Finn and Dingo, I think they do actually know everyone.
I think they do actually know everyone, don't they? Legends of the sim.
Guy to hang out with the likes of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Finn is far too polite and lovely to be hanging out with us. Especially me.
Which is why I can't understand. I believe he's also British, but it just doesn't make sense.
And Jarrett is also royalty as well.
How's so?
He's a Twitch royalty by the looks of it. Not quite
What's his name?
not quite Dingo's level of 8 or 9,000, but he's up there. He's growl level. He's up there.
That's impressive.
He's up there. Oh, Finbar's coming into chat. Stand by your beds, boys. Captain's coming aboard.
Rip my ears.
What's all that about?
You didn't want him anyway, did you?
Nah, just for here and
You're not gonna need him now. You're married. I need a drink.
Always.
Always need a
I
drink.
need sleep.
Still having trouble?
I've had trouble for the last 6 weeks.
Never. Yeah, I went for a stage of struggling to sleep properly. About 2 years of it.
Yeah, the only difference is, I mean, I'm taking sleeping tablets. It seems the only difference makes is like when waking up, I feel like a lot grumpier than I usually am.
Do you feel like taking them, you've not actually had even though you've probably slept like 8 hours or 6 hours, you feel like you've not actually slept at all?
Most of the time.
That's how they used to make me
But
feel.
my problem is I'm a very light sleeper, so I wake up to all sorts of noises or whatever, and that's my problem.
Yeah. Yep. I feel you. Why not, Nicholas? Why not? I can have a coffee, can't I?
Coffee for you.
No coffee for me. How long we got left? Got about an hour left. Yeah, I could run and go and grab a coffee, I think.
Nope. Sorry.
You could always have a coffee with a little bit of kick.
A bit of a whiskey in it. My granddad's Irish. He used to do that.
Yeah, Irish coffees is
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah. He used to put it in his tea as well.
Oh my goodness, Jared called Finbar babe.
Ah, must be love. No, Nicholas. No. I may be English, but we're not all raving alcoholics.
Well,
You're not all raving alcoholics?
in comparison to other Englishmen, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, I don't buy it for a minute.
Yeah.
I wish I was. That way you'd sleep all day long. Oh god, I can see America. Here we go.
Oh shit.
Watch out, there's the wall. I can see Trump's wall being built in the corner.
As I say, you got to make sure you check in at the border wall.
I've already got my tunnel built under it.
Launch me over.
Ooh, a trebuchet. Nice. Nice.
Oh shit. You know that helicopter pilot that crashed in New York?
What'd you do?
You know that helicopter pilot that crashed in New York yesterday?
Oh, I heard about that. What happened?
Something about a helicopter crashing into a building or
Dangerous?
something. Yeah. Well, the bloke who was flying it didn't have the required certification to be flying in poor visibility. So he didn't have his instrument rated to be flying, basically. So he's crashed into a building.
That's what you get for doing.
Shit. Not good. I'm guessing he probably did, Nicholas. I've not read the full reports or anything. I'm guessing he probably did. I think the whole thing went up in flames by the looks of it. Crashed into a high-rise building.
Looks like someone posted something on the Discord.
Yeah, 99 to life. Let's have a look and see what it says. Yeah, the pilot died. He crash landed on top of a New York City building. Was not licensed to fly in foul weather, the FAA have said.
Rip.
Yep, silly man. Right, boys, I'm gonna go make a quick coffee. Anyone want one?
You would.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. I'm back shortly.
Hmm.
Whoa. Did you explode?
I might have. Those are my light sneezes.
That was a light source?
Yeah.
This is this lady I work with, like when she sneezes, it's like chew, chew. And I'm like, wait, really? Like, where's the rest of it? No.
Hello.
All right. I will have a large pepperoni.
The office also, he sneezes like a girl, so every time he does, we just say, "Please end in your man card."
I need some wireless headset.
My work van is now fit.
Good time.
I know, right? Nicholas. Oh, I suppose I should make my my afternoon check with my schedule. Gotta check it. See if they gave me anything to do. Then,
Taking notes.
oh yeah, picking my butt until 10:15 tomorrow, or I go to a Gap store. Okay. Works for me. Does anybody know anything about GitHub or uses it frequently?
I know. Not. I mean, I know of it. I know I can download things there, but that's about it.
Everyone is used to maintaining a repository, though.
I couldn't help you there.
All right. Thank you.
How do you spell it?
GITHUB.
Is that the British or the
Yes.
I approve.
I'm glad I could provide some entertainment.
there was a sharp answer.
I will be right back.
We'll be here, waiting for you. Let's see. I do that. It's not. Yes, it is a command.
A command.
Go. Fail.
What are you struggling with, kiddo?
I am trying to initiate, but I'm doing stuff that I don't know how to do with it. That's essentially how it's working right now.
Do you understand how GitHub works?
I do, but I'm trying to get it to do something that I'm not sure it can do. So, I'll figure it out.
And
Don't worry.
What is it you think it can't do?
Well, I'm trying to get it to, if I want it to be able to read from a list of files, take a list of files that I tell it to track, and I want to be able to maintain that list. So that's what I want it to do. I don't want it to be, I don't want to have my home directory be page and have it do everything, all that. I'd want to have it have a list of files that I can edit the list of files, and then it'll track those files. Because then I can use tools to edit that list as I go. But I'm not sure how to get it to do that.
Yeah, then probably GitHub is not the tool.
No, it'll do that. I'm fairly certain there's a way to do it. It's just a matter of I need to find the right terminology for it.
Back. Coffee's on its way for you, boys.
Okay, thanks.
Radio Shack, anybody?
Yeah, there he is. There's my boy. Got him.
Yeah, just have a Radio Shack to start with. Everything okay? Yeah, not too loud, soft.
Nah, it's all good.
Fantastic.
Do you know how lucky we are to have Finn in a stream? It's like, he's like, I don't even know how to explain it. He's like, it's just a magical wizard.
Never happened.
You never get him.
Yeah.
You never get him. And I've had him like 3 times in a month now.
Pardon?
What kind of bribery is on? What kind of bribery is going on here, then?
I don't know. Maybe it's the Brit thing, Brit affiliate.
It could well be.
Could well be.
It's best not to ask questions that you don't really want the answers to.
Do you want the truth?
Would you prefer a lie or the truth?
Oh dearie me.
What are you?
Sent in 40 minutes.
No, that. Goodbye. That didn't work. Fail.
You're just gonna have to reboot your computer now.
Oh, if I have to, I'll write a script that will do it. I just need to figure out how to get help with it.
So what are you trying to do?
I want GitHub to maintain a repository for me so that I can back up my configuration files from my computer.
Is this the same thing you was doing a couple of weeks ago?
No, this is different. I'm now putting it up to GitHub.
Okay.
You don't need to upload your porn collection to it. You can just go to like Pornhub and it's all right there.
That's why I have a network attached storage.
But who downloads porn anymore?
I know. Just stream it live.
Yeah.
You don't even gotta have a collection anymore.
I have a sticker on my NAS says spam.
Brilliant.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Exactly.
Yep.
You'll understand one day, McFay. You'll understand.
Probably.
Unless you stream at 10 o'clock at night, you'll never get a streaming session again. With
Say
quiet.
that again?
If you want quiet, it'll never happen. Unless you stream at 10 o'clock at night. And then no one's awake anyway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start getting up at 1:30 in the morning so that I can enjoy some peace and quiet for a couple hours.
Do it. Live opposite to everyone else.
Yeah.
Wake up
Sorry,
at 7
honey,
PM.
Sorry, I sleep days.
Days of my night.
Yeah, hon, you're just gonna have to take care of the kid. I sleep during those hours. I'll watch the kid from midnight to 7 in the morning.
Sorry, I'm doing
I believe me,
overtime
the kid
24
will be
hours a day.
back then too.
where you're headed with the PC-12, Ash? What's your final destination?
Jacksonville.
Jax.
Jacksonville Executive. So, gone all the way from Brazil, somewhere in Brazil, I've never even heard of it and I wouldn't even attempt to pronounce it. Then went over to St. Martin.
Brazil.
And then from St. Martin we went over to Mayan or whatever the places we just left. And then Mesa, that's all. And then we're over to Jacksonville. So it's about 3,100 nautical miles in all.
Weather looks good.
Yeah, it's alright. Makes a change. Usual British weather. Flying in the rain.
I'm going to be taken off from Obama's. I'm just going to return like what I did this morning. Oh, but I'm loving this active sky.
Yeah, active sky is worth it. I told you boys when we first all talking about it, I told you it was worth it.
Well, even a stuck clock is right twice a day.
Or as I like to say, even a broken squirrel is right twice a nut.
Okay.
Everyone is like, oh, Ash is sponsored by it. Ash is sponsored by it. No, I'm not. Just get it. Jarrett, I'm sorry I don't have ortho. I don't fly America enough to have ortho. It's and the amount of data or gigabytes or terabytes it'd be for ortho is just unreal.
Yeah, Ither got in trouble shortly after I did.
Yeah.
What?
He got a letter out.
What?
Oh, for,
Really?
For the
Yeah.
downloading, yeah.
Yeah, bandwidth caps.
Ah.
A terabyte now per month.
Oh, my ISP will just charge me if I go over a terabyte.
So will Comcast, but the first 2 months you get, you know, they allow you to go over without charging you. So
Jarrett's
yeah,
got 3.5 terabytes. Shit.
the first month I went over it. I mean, it's well so far the only month I've gone over my limit. But when they sent me the notice, it was like the 13th or the 14th of the month. So for the rest of the month, since they said it was a complimentary grace period or whatever, I was like, well, I'm just gonna go crazy, and I downloaded like every ortho I could come up with. And that particular month, it was like something like 4.5 terabytes I downloaded.
Right.
Well, I mean, they said that, let me get away with going over for that particular month. So I was like, well, if I'm already over, I might as well go ham.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Grace period.
Mistakes were made.
So
And they even told me I get to do it one more month. I'm holding out for the next big ortho project. I'll start it on like the first, so that I go over my limit like by the third day, and I'll just go crazy.
I might start getting a few parts for America, but at the moment I haven't got the space for it. For Orbex, not Orbex, Ortho. I might get like Florida.
I was eyeballing this. It wasn't a NAS system, but a DAS, direct access, so basically just like USB. But I want to see if I can get a Thunderbolt 3 card for my computer and do it over Thunderbolt. They had this, it was a 64 terabyte system, I-99. And I was like, holy crap, that's a really good deal. And it's already it's in RAID, everything, it's mirrored and striped, I think it was. Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
How many drives does it have in it?
I'm not sure how many drives are in it. I'm guessing 8.
Okay.
Well, that runs for USB.
It was, yeah. Well, no, it's Thunderbolt 3. So right now, like, it wouldn't work on my computer. I'd have to find a Thunderbolt card.
Ah, okay.
And, if I could get the card, I could pick up that, or $5.99 or something like that for the storage. And oh my god, I never have to worry about anything again. I download the entire globe in ortho.
I'm sure Comcast has something to say about that for you.
Well, that's why I had to say, like, I'm holding off for that one other month, so like if I could go by the end of the month, I figure I can have the whole world covered.
Go big, go big.
Yeah, that's right. But if you think about it, like $700, even if it was hell, even if it was $800, like for that much storage, you'd be set for like the rest of what you could think of. You'd never have to buy storage again. You'd be able to just
You'd
have
never be able to
something-
fucking find anything.
What are you talking about? You organize it.
In 40 years' time, like, right, where did I put that one picture? Oh, what did I call it? Oh shit, what was it called? I remember it was me and my missus when we were young and good looking. What was it? And you log into your photos, there's like 9,673,000 photos. Yeah, you'd have no chance.
I'd find some way to fill it up. Between orthos and movies, I could do it.
Yeah,
Download
but
everything.
we've discussed this now. You can get that all online. You don't need to download them anymore.
Yeah, you know, I have found like I download movies and TV shows that I used to.
I'm not on about them.
What's that?
I'm not on about them, sort.
Yeah.
I know what he's on about.
Yeah, Jarrett says, who downloads movies? It's 2019. That's like something from 2010, that is.
If you keep streaming them, it just keeps on eating your bandwidth up.
Well, I mean, how many times do you watch a movie over and over? Usually you watch it once and that's about it. So downloading it versus streaming it, you don't really have much of an advantage there. I just like to be able to keep it because I don't know, it's like people who collected movies or books or whatever, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. I like books to look at, as long as they've got pictures and cartoons.
Magazines.
Yeah.
You need some colored pencils to go along with that.
No,
Play
just
the nudie magazines?
I'm
No,
not.
no.
I'm not allowed pencils. I'm only allowed crayons.
Oh, okay. Are they the toxic food crayons?
Yeah. I'm certainly not allowed lead pencils.
The leaded one tastes a lot better though.
Yeah, they did. They made your
Yeah,
teeth
they
a bit
do.
grey though, didn't they? That's any problem.
Well, you only live once.
Give and take, right?
Mm-hmm.
If only Ither was here, I could give her some shit about eating crayons and being a US soldier.
Why would you give him crap about eating crap or crayons? What's the story there?
He's a US soldier, isn't he? Or ex-US soldier. They're all crayon eaters.
Do they eat crayons? Is that a thing soldiers do?
American ones, yeah.
What kind of hazing is this?
Nah.
Welcome to the 2nd grade. Eat some crayons.
Get down, soldier, and
No.
give me 12 reds.
No, it's not our soldiers that eat crayons. It's the political leaders that eat the crayons.
Nah, it's
Wasn't there
just...
something about putting a crown under your, something? Oh, that's chalk under your tongue would make you pass out or something.
I don't know about that, but feel free to go ahead and test it. And...
Yeah, no, we did it at school so that you can get off from school.
Okay.
Do you know
That's
what,
a
my,
new one on me.
my mate, to get out of school the one day, rubbed chili in his eyes. So it looked like he had a massive infection, but it backfired, obviously, because he then actually had to go to hospital.
Yes.
Idiot. Obviously, we were all egging him on to do it, because we thought it'd be hilarious.
I'm sure it was.
He's fucking crying. He got home, though. He managed to go home.
Shouldn't have been such a weenie.
About 7 o'clock that evening after he'd been to A&E.
Shit, that was loud.
Language.
Jesus. See, we're all doing that now because you haven't been here, Melon. Someone's had to fill in for you. It's been that long.
No, what happened is I had to be well trained on that, and then once
And then you just up and disappear as soon as you realize that we're trained?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I'm not the only one who thinks it. Not the only one who
See, it's
thought
all
it.
about. I am all about automation.
You can't automate a friendship.
Yes.
He tried to do it with the bloody Discord. Have you not seen all the bots he put on there trying to speak on his behalf?
What are you talking about?
I bet you he's currently in the process of creating a bot.
Apparently doesn't clean up the live stream notification.
That's what Deutsch does. He just deletes all the notifications and doesn't even bother to check to see if they're.
Yeah,
I don't. I think that was partially on purpose.
that was partial.
That would be my suspicion.
That was accidentally on purpose twice. I've only done it once before.
If there's writing to be pulled down into group,
If Deutsch doesn't have someone to hate on, he would be very unhappy.
Yeah, that's my sole
So-
purpose in life.
So,
Melon, can you put Ither into group flight for us?
yeah. Give me a moment. Let's see. Does he not have missions?
that's terrible. Who manages this freaking place?
Well, yeah, he should do. He's got beautiful playing experts, so he should have all the missions.
He has
Sure.
the group like permission. He can pop in there on his own.
I know. Maybe he's on. Oh, he's on his phone. Maybe that's why.
I don't think so. He has the permission. He should be able to just jump in. There he is.
There he is.
But he's,
Oh no, he's got
There
that.
he
he dropped out.
What a jackass. Goodbye, farewell. Oh, there he is.
Hey,
Hey.
you guys
Well,
Coach, now you can give him shit.
We're,
if you wanted to.
we're just going down to Argentina, and I'm saying that you're a crayon eater.
I'm a what?
You're a crayon eater.
don't even bother trying to understand what's been going on here. Deutsch is
He's trying to say.
British.
Okay. Well, don't crash my plane. I'll get it that one.
You did want it in Argentina, didn't you? In the Falklands.
It's got crayon marks all over the side and on the inside now.
I've dribbled a bit.
Drawing on the walls.
I've dribbled a bit of red crayon on the seat. Sorry.
Did you give the dimensions of the wall he's got to fly over?
Man, I can't watch the stream from here. This is ridiculous. My guys have the firewall.
It's alright, you're
Have
not
the
missing much.
firewall.
Yeah, you're not missing much at all. It's only flying over America, so it's a bit barren.
You
wanna
can't
call
just
that flying.
can't you just tunnel out?
I'm about to punch a hole in the damn firewall. I do not know why they have it so restricted down here. It's
Too much porn.
oh my gosh. I should be able to get Twitch without any restrictions. Like, I'm not even this crazy in Jacksonville. I don't restrict my...
Yeah, I would just turn it out.
I'm pretty restrictive on our internet at all.
Maybe they've got a worker who's been downloading orthos on the online whilst at work.
Dude, I'm telling you, I should have did that in Jacksonville. I should have, man, with my internet there, God, I could have pulled that shit down at any time.
Could do it for all of us.
I wish I could go back to having Google Fiber where there was like no limit on anything. I could do whatever I wanted.
Oh, shut up, Google Fiber.
Yeah. I wish I could go to anything better than Comcast.
Yeah, Jared, come join us if you want. I will get you a link.
Oh, come on, Keeper.
Well, that's what you said, wasn't it?
Gotta see how much of my money D has spent on fuel and
Whoa, I did a job to cover your fuel, thank you very much.
Okay.
you did a job?
Yeah.
Where?
Hand job.
From from Oh, you put me off now, you bastards.
Well done.
Now he's
I mean-
now he's thinking of a hand
I
job.
was like,
Well,
oh
no,
wait,
no,
I
I
could
mean,
have gotten
I
one of those.
legitimately, I'm trying to figure out why.
From St. Bart's
I
and
am-
Nassau or whatever it is, I got a job there, about $3 grand.
Yeah, I paid you like half the fucking assignment fee. In
Good.
A pilot's wife.
I'm flying for you,
No.
motherfucker.
You don't.
Hey,
No,
hey,
I want
hey,
some of that money.
language. Come on, guys.
You know what?
And he's all like, come on, guys, don't talk don't say those words.
I'm gonna turn this bitch around and fly to fucking Falklands.
It's okay not to. It's okay to talk about hand jobs. Just don't.
Yeah. No cussing,
Exactly.
I'm gonna turn this bitch around and fly to the Falklands for you then.
Language.
Pick it up from there, 16 hours away. And the beauty of it is there'll be no, I won't get charged for it because I've been allowed to rent it, so there'll be no like bonus fee or anything like that on it.
See, this is why I think that
Like-
Finn was way too nice for us.
He is. Finn is
Seriously,
way too
so-
polite.
So he takes the job, he gets paid, he fills the plane up and uses all but $200 of that job. Yeah, well, you owe me some money.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you got $200. That's profit.
$200.
He doesn't owe you
$200.
Yeah, Ether. Ether in England, we call that getting ripped off proper.
Yeah, it is. I did get ripped off.
Hang on. Hang on.
I should-
Who's getting ripped off here? Who's flying the plane for who for free? 3,100 nautical miles. 16 hours worth of flight.
3 hours, George.
I feel bad considering you're doing it in real time without compression.
I don't want to do it in compression, that's bullshit, that's cheat. That's what cheaters
I
do.
could've
Oh,
been-
that's what
I
you do,
could've
isn't it?
been there in 3 hours.
I've recently watched Snatched again, and thinking maybe Deutsch is a pikey.
What the fuck do I want to carry around? No fucking wheels.
We all fucking hate pikeys. You put jam in your donut. You did. You put jam on my donut, Tommy.
Watch out before the Germans come, Tommy.
That's an excellent movie.
Nah, the
Want a dog?
one we need to talk
What the
about
fuck do
is
I want a
baby.
fucking dog for?
Everybody wants a dog.
Snatches quality. Been on a rally driving course, ain't you, Tyro? Of course I have.
I didn't see it. It's right behind you, Tyra.
Yeah,
Was it a funny angle?
it was a tight angle. Funny thing is, Tyrone, when you're reversing, things come from behind. It was a tight angle.
Apparently, that's not the only thing that comes from behind.
I heard Ferrell does.
What's wrong with this caravan? I don't know, Tommy.
It's got no fucking
It's
wheels.
just top.
What the
What's
fuck
gonna
is
happen
that,
to the rabbit?
Vincent?
Is it gonna get proper?
Did you get the shooter? Yeah, I got the shooter. What the fuck is that, Vincent? It's a fucking anti-aircraft rifle. Oh shit, I love that film.
I don't even have to watch the movie now.
It's funny. It's proper London Cockney gangsters.
Look at
Yeah,
that
especially-
beautiful scenery.
It's bullshit, man. It's shitty default.
It's Ortho Zoom level 6.
Zoom level 1. It's all just green blurs into one.
Almost looks like Ether's
What am I? What level 6?
You're author.
Yeah, all of it's in ZL16.
Yes. Likewise, I do all mine in 16 now. Just blank.
Yep, that's what I do. It looks good. I mean, it could
good.
be,
Yeah.
could go lower.
I only go zoom level 16 for everything, and then anything above that only around the airports. I don't bother anything else.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Especially when you fly
Tim
high,
Tim
it all
Hawkins
looks
on
the same
airport.
anyway.
Yeah,
That is true.
If you've seen any of my streams, which is very rare, but all the VFR work I do, it's all on 16. I get comments saying it's good enough.
Yeah, all mine
Some
was
people
16
thought
before.
It was actually on. Yeah.
Before I had Orbex.
It's okay. Yeah.
So how much fuel have you spent then, Ither?
Let me check.
It's got to be best part 2.5, 3 grand easily.
Who?
By the end of this is going to be a very expensive plane.
But by the end of this, we should still have probably about half a tank of fuel left in there, so it should be good enough for a couple of jobs after.
You've got plenty left by the look of your gauges there.
Yeah, we've got loads. Only used a quarter.
Yeah, so we are at, let's see. So that was a refuel. We're about 2,600 in fuel.
Yeah, but then I should still have at least half a tank left, so you'll earn some money back off that then when I land for you. I'll chuck you that money as well that I did that job for you.
Oh, dude, I don't care. But I wish that they had done something different on the PC-12 though. Use the G1000 in that.
Yeah.
order.
Yeah.
What do they have in there?
All the default stuff
The
with
default
the
XP11,
with the 5.
Oh,
the 530.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I bought it. I'll probably barely fly, especially when I have the TBM. The TBM looks cool.
Yeah, Deutsch. All this effort to ferry it and he doesn't want it.
Well, no, I'm still gonna. I'll fly it, but probably not as much as I will with the TBM. I'm gonna try the PC-12 around the island.
PC-12 is a good money
well,
earner.
the PC-12's advantage is that it's got more seats for FSE. So if you're doing or not even just FSE, but if you're doing Project Fly or whatever the other one is.
Well, I mean, it's only 2 seats under my King Air, but it's less.
Yeah, but
fuel, obviously.
well, the TBM though only has 6 seats.
Right. Which,
I mean, about 3 or 4 flights, you'll earn easily 15, 20k straight away.
It is fun to fly though. I really
Yeah.
like this TBM.
problem that I have with the islands is that it's really hard to get 12 plus people in the plane. So the King Air ends up costing me than making it.
Are you saying just like because there's not enough jobs out there, or because?
Yeah, not enough jobs.
Okay.
Again, that's the good thing with the PC-12. If you find enough small jobs, you don't get charged the fees each time you land, and you just drop off, say, 3 or 4. So if you get a good couple of jobs in a route, again, you're saving quite a good bit of money on that as well. And it's easy for short landings, short takeoffs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What's the rental rate on the PC-12?
I think it's about 900 to 1,000 if I remember right. Let's have a quick look. I'm on FSE
Holy
now.
shit, that's I'm only paying $448 for this TBM.
Yeah. I might be wrong then. Let's have a look. I know it's a little bit expensive on some things. Let's double check.
I think
I
it's a
used to-
lot cheaper than the TBM to buy, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
No, it's not. I
Oh, is
paid
it the other way around?
900,000. Yeah,
Ha!
I paid 900 for this one. I bought a brand new one with 0 hours for 525.
The the PC-12 or the TBM?
The TBM, 25 for it with
I'm
0
gonna-
hours.
There's one I've been eyeballing, a 0-hour one. I think it's in like Kentucky or something.
Yeah, I grabbed the one that popped up in Alaska, which
There's a
is slowly
surprising.
making it.
Okay, so this one
There's a
here is
surprising-
this one here is $780 to rent. Let's have a look at another one.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not loads. This one here is $600 to rent. There's one in Luton.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Let's have a look at the Luton one. London City, that'll do.
It's surprising though how many TBM.
836.
with
Yeah, so
0 hours.
anything from 600 to 1,000 normally,
Okay.
depending where you are.
If I can just give one piece of advice, don't ever try and generate a flight plan for you around the islands.
Never. A beautiful day to be flying in the Bahamas.
This damn push to talk sucks.
Have it auto detect the sound of your voice. That's what I do.
That's what I'm trying. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
No,
Yep, no problem.
I can't hear anything you're saying. Alright,
Okay.
thanks for the recognition.
Yeah, that's easier. I kept trying to push that damn button, so yeah, I'll see what the PC-12 does. I wanted to get it because it is a good long range. If I don't feel like flying the twins, I can just take the PC-12 up and do something with it. That's the one thing I hate about FSE that Iki and I are doing in FS Charter is I'd like to be can fill up that go a lot longer than X number of miles, because if you look at it and you do the math, you can tell the algorithm that FSC uses.
Yeah.
It's X number of miles around the airport, they auto-generate the jobs. Well, like sometimes I'd like to go fly, 400 miles away with 12 bodies that need a charter.
I've noticed that there's not a lot of massive jobs, is there? And even if you find a job that's say 400 miles away, it's only like 3 or 4 grand. It's not
very high paying.
It's not. Say you might as well go and do a load of jobs that are 30, 40, 50 miles around you and get that in half an hour instead of 3 hours flight.
No, I've really found that like 100 miles and 5 passengers seems to be the sweet spot for like if you looking at efficiency, right? You don't spend too much in the booking fees. 100 miles that maximizes the cost that you get for the flight without being too excessive for like something longer where you don't get that much more money for it. I don't know. It just seems to work out.
What's going on
You're
there?
not
child
wrong.
Cops have just turned up.
If I run,
I've been swatted.
if I run Jacksonville, Sarasota, Pensacola, Tampa, like that triangle, that's how I make a shit ton of money. It's how I paid off King Air. It's how I paid off the TBM. That's how I paid
There
off
used to be a bunch of jobs around here until Ither took them all.
I didn't do
Uh-huh.
that. Whenever they dry up, I end up going up
You're
to like
you
Atlanta,
are all
Birmingham.
you are all a bunch of heathens. No one flying the D. A lot of money.
Nobody
know,
wants
we
to
should just
fly
sell
the
it.
DC-3.
We need to
Melon,
set.
are you ever going to fly in FS Economy?
Probably not.
Alright, so use it to buy
might as
TBM.
well. Yeah, that's what I
Whoa,
was
whoa, whoa!
thinking. You guys-
TBM. TBM.
Well, PC-12.
Shall I?
In all fairness, though,
or
McFadden did ask about a TBM. We all agreed we got a King Air. So,
But to be fair though, from my side of it is that as much as I want the TBM, I was kind of evaluating like what's a good like 15 to 20 passenger airplane, and the King Air 350 is
Oh,
I mean,
hands
what is it?
down.
So I might be buying one of those in the future. So I would say not buy a TBM right now unless a bunch of other people want one.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I got my TBM, which seems to satisfy Aiden. Gives him one to fly without paying up gas and rental fees.
Yeah,
How much was the DC3 anyway?
like $1 million almost. I think it was like 900 something thousand.
I thought it was 1.3. I thought it was 1.3 million or 1.4, something like that.
Maybe it was. I don't think we'll get that much if we sell it back to the bank. We'll probably get, like.
Nah, I won't sell it back to the bank. If we just sell it as, say, one of the cheapest on the market for a quick sale, we'll still get more than what the bank will give us.
You know what though? I have very unsuccessfully been able to sell.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people.
Unless you're going to sell it for like a major loss, but like I'm sure if you put it up there for $1,000, somebody would snatch it in a day.
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're insulting
But
a brilliant.
if we sell the DC3, then what's Keeper gonna fly? Because we all know the only qualified.
I rent where the jobs are, so that's why I've always said don't buy a DC3 for me, because sometimes I'm flying up in Africa, Sweden, and to have a DC3 somewhere, it's going to limit me to what I fly.
If we
the
sold
DC3 is the
Unless you fly the DC3 all the way down there.
Well, the DC3's flap doesn't break very easily.
or the wheel.
Or the wheels.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, don't tell Melon about that.
I'll never forget that day. I was like, I can't close the car DC3 when I made the library. I didn't know you turned the fucker on. And the door closed.
Where did he go?
Well, if we sold the DC3, we'd get $668,000 for it.
No, that's not worth selling for that cheap.
That's just selling it to the bank.
Can't we see what we purchased it for?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I know it was well over $1 million.
It was over $1 million?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was I swear it's about 1.1, 1.2. I think it was the most expensive plane we bought.
It was more close to the 900, but yeah, I could be wrong.
Yeah, either way. Not worth selling back to the bank.
Unless we get Melons to hack the bank.
And it's got 93. It's got 93% fuel in there. We need to use that up as well first.
Just dump it into a barrel. Use the fuel for our other airplanes. We could ferry it down to Australia.
I feel bad that Melon doesn't fly for the group anymore. I feel like
once.
See, the cheap
like the airline is just dying.
The cheapest DC3 is 930 grand, and then they go up to 1.5 million.
Well, so, I don't know if UMA is dying. I'm flying for him right now, but you had to go and start Walker Air. Deutsch, are you doing your own thing now?
Maybe.
I'm not a bright man, but that's synonymous as yes.
Come on,
I don't know
Melon.
which part to agree with, Melon.
Just, Melon, just sell me the company, man. I'll just buy the company from you.
I don't want to be flying for some Walker.
Hang on.
Oh.
Let me just say, Melon doesn't own the company anyway. It's just named in his name.
If I go back flying for anything other than UMA, it's going to be Marijuana Air.
Really cause.
Well, that's my virtual airline I started a long time ago.
Marijuana Air.
Well, no, just Marijuana Air, not Marijuana Air.
Come on, douche. You know you want to come fly. Oh, you're in it right now.
I'm doing you a favour, man. I ain't flying for this shit.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
I can purchases of aircraft.
I mean, I have a TBM. I'm looking for a permanent pilot in.
What's pilot pay?
He He only pays 40%. Don't bother. Stick with
you
you, mate.
make
We
it-
don't know what we're doing. Pay the wrong fees. Give you too much.
Yeah, so that you guys go broke so that people take a side out.
70% to the pilot, 30% after fees going to the.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is this flight costing me negative 9?
Why is the bank?
Why do I owe the bank 40 million?
I don't know. I wonder why. No, that's the reason why I made the company. Is I don't want to rent stuff. I make more money owning it. So
No.
Now, is
You
there any
said it wrong.
advantage to owning
You make more money.
virtual
Time
airline
compression.
as opposed to just owning it yourself?
no, I think just the money just goes to the company. My company owns all the aircraft. So I don't put any money.
I think the only advantage then that way would be that you could have other people easily fly for you without having to pay rental fees.
Yeah. What to do? Like Douche is in the group, Aiden's in the group. Just because I don't make the plane available for people to rent, you have to be in the group. Yeah, because I don't want.
Douche.
Douche.
Oh, we know who he is.
Yeah, we know. Who he is.
Banned. All here. Banned.
Yeah, that's what I do. So I put them in the group so that they could pick a plane up. Otherwise, I don't want the TBM getting flown by some rando who grabs it because I made it rent.
Right.
So Aiden is busy getting his license and flying all over the place, so it's still sitting in Arizona.
Ooh, I wonder if I'm going to have enough fuel for this flight. Uh-oh.
That's not funny.
And that's why I did that with the Baron as well. I didn't want people. I wanted it to be there where I last left it, so I know that I can just jump in it and fly it.
You'd be like someone who fucking ran out of fuel in the Challenger.
You know what? I think I would be okay. Yeah, I'm not going to run out of fuel like in a Challenger.
How do you? I mean.
Well, when you got it, when everything's to the fire time.
I know, right? You've got a full tank. You're freaking like, come on, and you run out of fuel before you get there.
Alright, so minimum fuel needed for this flight is 31 gallons, and I've got. Let's see, well, I don't have that anymore. I've got 26 gallons, but I'm also about halfway through my flight, so it should be okay.
Here's the secret as to why I do fly the DC-3 so much.
I mean, it is a nice plane to fly. I will say that.
Because it's the only thing in South Africa?
No, it's the only thing that I know that you're roughly using 1 gallon per nautical mile. So working out how much fuel I need per is
Oh, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's true because it flies slow as crap.
Do you fly FSE, right? Yeah. So if you look at on your My Flight page, at the bottom there's a fuel calculation table which you can plug in what you're going to be flying, and it will tell you the estimated fuel that you'll need.
Yeah, but that's extra time.
And that's complicated.
Yeah.
Yes, remember.
The 5th of November.
I was just going to say that.
Keeper can't even pressurize a cabin in a King Air, so there's a reason why he flies the DC-3.
Do you remember?
You know what?
The other day we were like, right, it's the knob in the middle. It's the knob in the middle. The big knob in the middle. Dial it till it says 7. So he starts turning this knob. Oh, boys, am I meant to be turning right? No.
Why am I going to the left the whole time?
He was turning the freaking yaw knob.
The autopilot.
That's not the cabin hole. Big knob with numbers on it.
Who needs alcohol when you can just get altitude sickness?
Exactly.
That's the last time I take advice from you.
Where are you flying? Oh, you're going straight from Nassau to Craig. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Going straight to Jack's.
And I'm coming in right behind him.
Are you going to Craig too, or are you going to Jackson International?
I go to Jack's.
Oh, I got you.
Go to Jack's.
No, you're going to Craig.
I'm going to
You're
wherever
going
you
to
took.
Craig Executive Field.
Yeah, that's where you said to go, innit?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to Jacksonville, but you're going to the Craig Executive Airport, which
Oh,
is
okay.
next to Jacksonville International.
Same shit, different brush.
One of these days, I'm going to load up that environment thing and figure out how to make a hangar with my logo on it.
Oh my
You know
goodness, I
what? When,
tried
when
to
you do
edit
that,
a-
let me know how easy it is.
I should only have to create the hangar object or find a out of just scenery. It shouldn't be that
Well,
hard.
I wonder if you could even like put your own sign, like modify the texture file for existing ones, and just make like just make your sign on it or whatever.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, that's how the GPS models are.
I just got to
Cool,
figure
bro.
out how to share that model with the airport. That's the part I don't know how to do. So like, if I want other people to download it, I want them to see it, and unless I give the pack that's download separate, I want to include it with the airport, and I don't know how to do that.
You mean include it with the default airport?
Not that. So let's say I put it up on the org for people to download. I don't want them to have to download a separate library in order to see.
Oh, no. You should be able to. You'd have to look at how. I can look when I get home back to Florida, and I just bought Nimbus's Atlanta airport because Farrell wouldn't shut up about it. It was beautiful. It's got built-in objects in there in the actual.
Oh, I know you can do it. I just don't know how to.
Oh, if it's like the planes, I'd have to look at web. I've not done any scenery stuff, but it's probably like the planes. You put it in there and then you reference that particular object. I don't know if you need to import it or do something.
Just put it in there in the file or in the folder and just include it
in
with
the
that.
folder, and then if you, I don't know, I don't know the rest of it, but I imagine you import it or you add it, you select it of some form or fashion, but you keep it in the scenery. You leave it in the scenery route. I presume that's how it works. I can look when I get home.
Well, yeah. If you
I tried looking into that. Freaking making an airport is infinitely complex. I can't even do the calculator thing to calculate how much fuel I need.
I need to figure out. I need to learn to do this because I need to fix. Nimbus's airport for Atlanta is amazing, but they're idiots, in my opinion, because they didn't create any general aviation spots at the FBO. I get that Atlanta doesn't have a lot of FBO traffic because the fucking signature is the size of a Cracker Barrel, but still, like, they don't have the you get for GA is cargo norm. So I'm spawning with cargo planes when I'm on that scene, and I need to figure out how to add a ramp location to that pack for myself so I can spawn by them.
The only problem I run into, and I haven't figured out how people are doing this part either, is some downloaded airports, and especially the ones that you've paid for, like when you load it up in World Editor, it's just blank. You can't access the actual airport files. And I don't know if they're doing that because it's a protection, or if they're doing that just because they made it using a different bit of software. But I haven't quite figured out how to do that. I would love to, so I could like people being able to edit them.
Oh, I'd have to see how they did that.
Yeah, I don't know, and I just really haven't taken any time to figure it out. But I would love, like, at least as an airport developer, like, to release it and not have to worry about other people making derivatives of it and re-releasing it.
Yeah. Hoping I'll see if I can figure it out. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm hoping the airfoil will put the GN into their King Air.
Well, for now, your integration of it's been working pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm getting exhausted with it though because there's so many things that. So one of the big problems with that is that Airfoil created all their own data refs. So in that
you can't reference something that's constant.
Correct.
It might be constant, but they could change it at any point.
Exactly. So like, trying to get localizers to work, you have to hotkey the navigation radio because when the GTN comes, it triggers the nav radio to turn on, but then the specific data ref for the nav1 radio it overwrites it, so the radio is constantly bouncing up and down. And I get people that are like, oh, I can't do DME localizer, and I'm like, you're gonna have to create a hotkey. You're gonna have to, so that it stops messing with each other. You can't adjust volume on COM1 with the GTN. It's mapped to a completely different command with the key. When you try to change the COM1 volume in the standard Laminar ref, it's overwritten by the airfoil ref. So I have another key. Bounded to COM1 audio. It's like K350 / blah blah blah. So it's just, I got people that are pinging me. This doesn't work. That doesn't work. I went to go to every waypoint. I can't get it to work.
That's why I've not released a whole lot of things, because like I would not want to deal with it. Like I built these airports for me the way I wanted them to, and I'm sharing it just because it's like, hey, I did this work. If you want to like it, feel free. If you don't like it, you don't have to. But like I'm not building these things for other people. So like I wouldn't want to deal with all the requests. Oh, you should change this, or this hanger should go here, or oh, it'd be really sweet if you use this texture.
Yeah, they asked me if there was enough room to put the 750 and leave the default weather radar, which is the thing in the middle. And I'm like, that might work, because right now I'm using ForeFlight on my iPad to be able to, or my wife's iPad to be able to see weather, because the GTN does not support weather in X-Plane. It works in P2D and Flight Sim, but Jean-Luc said that he can't get weather on the GTN simulator, and he can't get it to integrate with X-Plane, so there's no weather mapping on the GTN.
Gotcha.
And so that was a request I got yesterday on the page, and I'm like, because what I did with the single was I took the 750 off because the call-ins are still there, so I went to the 725, which is a GTN, there's no audio monitor. And so I replaced it with that, and I left the 750 config for people that wanted to do it, but I'm like, that's kind of why would you have Collins aviation pack, devices in there with a 750 that has you wouldn't do that in real life. You either rip this completely out and put a 750 in, or you put a 725 in just for the updated GPS, but you keep your Collins AV on.
Right.
So, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do it yet. I'm fighting with the data refs and stuff. I just recently, and I didn't release it. Actually, I did release it. That's right. I heading home a digital readout on the EHSI, because if you guys fly to King Air, the heading bar is in the center screen. So anytime air traffic control tells me to turn somewhere, I'm having to eyeball it because I don't have an actual digital readout. So it's EHSI, so that when you turn the heading bug on vectors, you know what you're actually turning it to.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sounds good.
But it's just, it's fighting with airfield's crap. And I'm waiting for them to be like, yeah, can we have your files of all the 3D stuff you've manipulated?
Take over this so I don't have to do it anymore.
The 3D model.
Is anyone checking whether Deutsch is landing at the right airport?
He is. He's crossing. He's in Ponte Vedra right now. He's going to be crossing. So you're 20 miles out. So that island, that is right, that bare island that he's in front of, over. That's where I no. Yeah, no way. Oh, there's a delay. But yeah, that's where I live. I live on an island, a barrier island off the mainland of Florida. So we have four instead of 4 different beaches.
Sounds like a terrible place to live.
Oh, it's like being back home in Texas. It's the small. You go across the bridge and you don't ever go west unless you need.
I'm not aware that Texas has any islands.
No, but you grew up in a small town. It's kind of the same homey feel.
Is it as warm as Texas?
No, because we get the. I think the hottest it gets is about. Well, a couple weeks ago it was hitting 100 degrees, but that's about as hot as it gets. We have the ocean cools everything down. Where are you at? You're a JVAG? Go back to your map.
No, he's a D-bag, not a J-bag.
No, he's at the JVAG vor. That default scenery doesn't look right. It's missing the freaking barrier island. Like, where the hell is the island? I know, like it's completely gone.
Holy shit!
Language?
Well, at least,
Turbulence.
You know, it's
at least the
you know,
weather
it's funny,
radar's
my
working.
wife, my wife texted me not too long ago, and she goes, "It's pouring right now," and I'm like, and I'm looking at your radar, and I'm, yeah, sure enough, it really is. But yeah, it's nice out there. I'm only 5 minutes from the sand.
That weather radar.
I woke up.
Depends on mood.
Yeah.
In the hand or not. Alright, it's time for me to drink my sleeping tablets and check out. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the stream and catch you next time.
Thank you, Keeper. Thanks for popping in, man.
Cheers,
See ya.
keeper. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
You drink.
She's
You
gonna.
campaign on your own, Melon.
Nope, not this time. Probably gonna grab a drink tonight, though. It's definitely time for a drink.
Oh, I gotta do some work tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. Got a bunch of appliances to install.
Tomorrow I'm going to a store for quote-unquote level 1 troubleshooting on some piece of network equipment that they are listing as critical.
You doing managed service? Is that what you're doing? You work for an MS?
I'm not familiar with. That might be what I do, but we don't call it that.
Basically, you do IT for different clients. You work for a company that provides services.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's changed. The old term was managed service, but I kind of figured that when you were saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going here, I'm going there," so and then you said you were going. And I was like, you must work for like a company that just contracts out IT support staff out.
Yeah, we're full paid, but my company gets contracts from a lot of other things, from a lot of other places. So, and the worst is that it's always the most underinformed, pieces of jobs you're gonna get, because you're just not, you get no walking into, or what to expect. It's like, hey, go here, figure out what's wrong. Okay. That's fine.
You don't get any information with the job request whatsoever. Then you literally.
No. Sometimes it's literally go here and do this, and here's a PDF document that is supposedly a wiring diagram that tells you nothing.
Good grief.
Or my favorites is when I get sent out to a call. They ask me to use their software to do something, but they give no software does or how it works.
You'll figure it out. You're an IT guy.
Yeah, exactly. That was what happened at the Apple. I already hate my iPhone that I have for work, so that just added to my hatred for Apple. Like, I'm sorry, I need to have code. If you want me to deal with your software issue, give me the code. But that's not how it works.
No, unfortunately, it doesn't.
That's fine. That's why I'd like to get a job where I could just work on Linux servers. Give me that. I'll be happy. But I can manage Linux servers. That I can handle. Hey Deutsch, would you shut up already?
Sorry, I'm concentrating.
I know. I'm. But do not break my shit.
Yeah, don't break his shit.
And you want to get. You might want to get down on the ground quickly. Nasty cell at it.
That looks horrendous on the weather radar, doesn't it?
Yeah, and my wife was like, my wife called me and she's like, I'm hammered at the beach right now. Oh shit, dude, easy boy, easy, God, I'll break a damn wing. Ow, 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 ow.
That was 3 landings for the price of 1. You should be thankful.
No kidding. You hit the prop?
No.
You missed that taxiway. Might as well go to the next one.
Well, he doesn't have a choice.
You're gonna come to use this plane. It's gonna be completely somewhere else.
I know. I'm gonna go check, and it's gonna be completely just like in ruins.
I've told you it's gonna be in the Falklands.
All right. Go. See that big tower straight ahead? That big hangar straight ahead? That's where you're parking.
Yes, boss.
yes, boss. I love it.
Is there a key that you have to set to auto switch your views like that? Because I usually just have to look up.
Yeah, I use the number pad.
Okay, and that just cycles the preset views of the Coronado, or is that just the plane period?
No. If you press Control and the number of where you've set the view, that will save the view for you there.
Gotcha. I just
Except
thought,
on the
I'd like to
King
go.
Air, they don't get them figured out.
Yeah, apart from the King Air, I don't bother doing it. I just use the preset.
I was wondering about that, but I do want to know those buttons are painted. Yep, hang around at Alpha 2, and you can pull it. The doors are open for you.
Oh, nice of you.
Yeah, well, I told the crew you were on your way. Just don't run past the fence in the parking lot.
Wait, is that your truck in there, is it?
Go get the repair cards.
One of these days, I'm gonna figure out the perfect way to put it, but I want to try. I'm gonna get a picture of this hangar with all 3. I'm probably gonna have to Photoshop it, obviously. That's my game plan, is to get all 3 of the planes in there, do a photo of it. Well, D, I appreciate it, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's come a long way, that, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one was further. This one was further than the King Air. The King Air was in Argentina. This one was in Brazil, but it was in Brazil.
Wow.
We've still got 3/4 of a tank of fuel as well.
3/4? Okay.
There we go.
Nice. Well, make sure you lock her up.
Let me get my bag
Don't
and
forget to
stuff.
tie it down.
Let me get my bag and stuff first. There we go. She's back for you. She's all down and good. Keeper's just put, for someone who can change navigation systems, he didn't know how to set user-defined views. Oh dear. Right, we are all done.
Is it raining in the hangar?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Ethan's going to have to get that roof fixed.
Yeah, you got a leak. Your plane's gonna start rusting.
Is it really? Oh, it really is. That's
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
You got some big holes in them skylights up there.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Done. Dusted. Home.
I appreciate it, dude.
Good flight, that Ash.
It's all
Yeah.
good, man. It is all good. I told you.
I don't know how you're gonna get home, but how are you?
Yeah, good luck to you.
Cattle class.
Oh dear. You Americans are funny, yeah.
Falling economy these days.
It is, yeah.
Right, boys. It's been a pleasure. Keeper, thank you for watching. As usual. Melon, thank you. Fatty, thank you. Itha, thank you. Jarrett, thank you for joining. And
Thank you,
of course,
actually,
Finn.
for
Finn.
flying that from Brazil.
That's good, man. It's all good.
It was pretty nice.
It's all good. Nicholas, thank you if you're still there. And anyone else who's there, appreciate it.
I like your rolling credits. That's pretty cool.
It actually is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh dear.
Oh, so that's what that's what I wanted to ask you. So the emotes.
Yep.
You get 3 of them.
Yep.
But they're based on subscription tiers.
That's right. Yep.
So like the ones that I was looking at. So like when you did your logo, Jeff, and UMA, those are the 3 slots that you use those for, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
You can change them at any
That's what
point,
I was-
but it will take
Yeah.
a couple of days for them to authorise it. That's the only thing if you want to change them.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I see now. Okay. So
But you've just got to do 3 different sizes of each emote as well.
The
I
big
gotta work
one,
on that.
then make them smaller.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I just got all my affiliate stuff set up, and then I got the board, the control panel's all set up on it. You guys still there, or did I lose you? Somebody just trying.
No, no,
So
you're
still
still in.
Okay. Yeah, I got all this everything, badges, the emotes, and all that, so I just need to figure out. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do.
I did all mine in paint.
Well, I have a girl in Mexico who did a lot of artwork for me when I was playing WoW. She did a lot of characters for me. I actually think I'm gonna have her create some emojis of my beautiful face and a ball cap making funny faces. I'm gonna use them slots. Yeah. And then I think for the badges,
just for that.
yeah, and for the badges, I'm gonna use my logo, but number like 3, 6, 1 year, or whatever the tiers of loyalty are, and I'm gonna use my little walking guy as that.
But just remember though, whichever you want people to use the most, make that your first emoticon.
The one, so emoticons unless they front, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but your first one is going to be your first tier.
And that's the one that everyone's going to have really. Cause let's face it, who's going to spend $25 to start with on an emoticon? You know what I mean?
I thought about
Yeah,
it,
that's
but
true. Yeah, I'll have to think about what facial expression would be the one that would be the funniest. Okay, I got some thinking to do. I'm gonna get it all set up just for shits and giggles. Oh, let's see, how many days do I have? I have 4 days, and I'll be able to see if I can get my old name back.
Wow.
still haven't gotten.
Nope, that ticket is. They have not looked at it at all.
Oh, it's terrible.
So in 4 days, it'll have been 2 months, and hopefully it'll. I've heard people that you have to wait up to 6 months for older names to be made available again. And I'm like,
Damn.
so.
Damn.
Oh, Melon's still there.
All right.
All right, boys. I'm about to know.
Yeah, I got another meeting here, like 10 minutes, so I gotta get ready for it. But I will catch you later.
See ya.
Everyone, have a great night, morning,
See ya.
day,